Hi everyone! Welcome back to Aurora Styling. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Today's tutorial is super beginner friendly. I'll be showing you how to sew this long kimono jacket with a beautiful triangle border design. It's super easy to follow, even if you're sewing for the first time. I'll be using 4.5 yards of Ankara fabric, so grab your materials and let's get started. To explain how to fold your fabric correctly, I'll start by using a piece of paper as a demo. Fabric usually comes with a long side, length, and a short side, width. You are not going to fold it from border to border like this, which is the shorter side. Instead, fold it lengthwise, like this. That way, you get the full length of your kimono jacket without having to join extra pieces. Once you've folded the fabric to your desired length, fold it over sideways. At this point, your fabric is folded into 4 layers. If your fabric has a pattern that won't align well when folded this way, you can fold it the regular way. Then add extra fabric at the bottom to reach your desired length. But if your fabric looks good in any direction, you can keep it folded this way. Now let's mark our measurements. After folding your fabric, measure your desired kimono length and add 2 inches for seam allowance. From the center fold, mark 3.5 inches for the neck width. Then place your tape vertically and mark 1.5 inches down for the neck depth. Join both points using a curved ruler or freehand if you don't have one. For short kimonos, the leftover fabric by the side of the neckline is enough for the sleeve. But for a long, oversized kimono, we'll need to add extra fabric for the sleeves. From the neckline edge, go down by 14 inches. This will be your armhole depth. Now, divide your bust measurement by 4. From the center fold, measure that number inward and mark it. Next, add extra inches for ease. This makes your kimono roomy. You can add 2, 4, or even 6 inches, depending on how loose you want it. Now, connect that point to your armhole curve. To shape the lower part of the kimono, measure from the center fold to the point you just marked and extend that line downward. You can also slightly flare it out at the bottom if you want a wider look like I did here. Cut along your markings. To know how long to make your sleeve, divide your shoulder by 2, then mark that point. That will be your shoulder point. Then from that point, measure the length of sleeve you want. Add 1 or 2 inches for seam allowance. To open the front of the kimono, open up the fabric at the center. Cut a straight line from the center of the neckline down to the hem of your fabric on one side. That way, you've created an opening for the front area. If you arrange it from the center area, you will see how it's already looking like a kimono. Now let's add the extra sleeve pieces. I cut 2 extra fabrics to increase my sleeve length. Pin them to your sleeve area and stitch them down. Next, we'll create the decorative border. Measure around your neckline. Sleeve hem, front hem, and back hem. Note all the measurements we'll use them to create our border. I'm using 2 different fabrics for the border, navy blue and orange. For each measurement, add 2 inches to the length for seam allowances, and for the height, use 3.5 inches. To explain, let's say your sleeve width is 18 inches. Add 2 inches for sewing allowance, that would make it 20 inches. So cut 20 inches in length from both fabrics. For the height, I use 3.5 inches. To create the triangle design, mark 1/2 inch at the bottom of the strip. Mark 3 inches squares all along your fabric strip. Cut along the vertical lines to make separate rectangles. Fold one side inward, then fold the other side over it, forming a triangle. Then pin it in place. Repeat this all through the strip. Take your second border fabric, fold it in two, and place your triangles on top of it. Stitch them down along the base to secure the design. Fold in the raw edges of your kimono sleeves and hem. Then sew your triangle border to the edges of the sleeves, the front hem, the back hem, and the neckline. For the neckline, stitch the border along the edges down to the bottom of your fabric. Finally, overlock or zigzag the raw inner seams for a neat, clean finish. And that's it. Your beautiful long kimono jacket with triangle border design is complete. I hope you enjoyed this easy, beginner-friendly tutorial. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Aurora Styling for more sewing videos like this. See you in the next one.